been fired. Now, I got some clips. I was late on it, so I'm sorry, people. I didn't put my brother in the best position. You want to run the two clips? Well, actually, there's three because there's De'Aaron Fox talking about it as well too. But we got one with Kerr and Mike Brown.
Hi guys. Mike Brown was fired today. I was just wondering your reaction to that.
Yeah, very disappointed to hear the news. Mike is a great friend, great coach. I talked to him, and we all kind of know this is the nature of the business, but it just seems so shocking when a guy is the unanimous coach of the year a year and a half ago, and when you think about where that franchise was before Mike got there, and where they've been the last couple of years, the job that he and his staff have done, it's just really shocking. And I know they've been in a tough spell, but this is the NBA. We all go through tough spells.
When teams win, it's all about the players, but when teams lose, it's all about the coach.
Yeah.
So it's like, the Kings are just infamous for this. They got this way of like they have a one good season and all of a sudden they just wind up being a impatient organization.
Coaches said, "You hear about Mike Brown?" And I said, "Why? What happened?" And they said he got fired. And at first I was really shocked and surprised. And then I caught myself. I said, "Why am I shocked and surprised?" For two reasons. One, because as an NBA head coach, ultimately you're going to get the blame. When they win, it's going to go to Sabonis and Fox. When you lose, it's going to go to Mike Brown. That's the way it works. And two, who he works for. So I'm not surprised that Mike Brown got fired, because I got fired by the same person.
And then they also listen to the media. Owners who don't know sports finds a way to just listen to what media pushes, and then they just, so if the media is making the Kings look bad, this owner's going to find a way to just want to change something. You know, if we can even find a De'Aaron Fox, or the De'Aaron Fox video does work, you can just literally just hear him like, he just sounds bad about it because a lot of guys do mess with Mike Brown. Mike Brown's a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He's a no nonsense type of guy, but he still makes it fun for the players. He's still a player type of guy. So yeah, man. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. I never felt like he deserved to lose his job. Allow him to bounce back. He won Coach of the Year. It's retarded.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You have anything you want to say about this last?
Yeah, that whole situation is mad crazy. I looked into it heavy. I don't even know why, but I did look into it heavy, and yeah, Mike Brown got done filthy, man. The organization, from what I'm hearing, they took the side of the players over Mike Brown, and Mike Brown didn't do nothing wrong. Like, he didn't. I guess, they was. I don't know if y'all remember the game where De'Aaron Fox fouled. Hey, I don't remember who it was, but he fouled somebody on a 3-point attempt.
It was the game right before he got fired.
Yeah, right. So I guess Mike Brown called De'Aaron Fox out for it, and a lot of people speculating that that's what kind of was another thing that led up to him getting fired. And so De'Aaron Fox is the guy for Sacramento, so the organization chose him over the coach. But
I just know that I feel very fortunate, to work in an organization that really values continuity and that allows our team and our staff and our group to get through the rough patches, because they're all, every team in the league is going to face these rough stretches like we're going through right now. And so I know I'm probably the exception rather than the rule when it comes to organizational support and continuity. And it doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but it means that I've been very lucky to coach here and work for this organization, because it's not easy. This job, this business, it's pretty rough.
I just don't like it. It stink, man. Cause hey, De'Aaron Fox, he ain't did enough to do that, in my opinion. I don't think De'Aaron Fox has put enough work to be making that type of call, or the organization to react in that type of way, because oh man, I hate it. I usually side with the players, but in this side, I just can't, man. I just think that man, Mike Brown, that team last year, I don't know if that was the best team. Like he definitely came in there. He made his mark on that team, and De'Aaron Fox is probably gonna get up out of there regardless. So to let the coach go when he did nothing wrong, he said you don't foul a jump shooter in that situation. That's like what's wrong with saying that? You know what I'm saying? And I've even heard there's even rumblings that the team kind of some of the team kind of turned against Mike Brown because apparently I think he approached Rosen for him to play off the bench, and I
Mhm.
feel like that it wasn't well received,
Mhm.
and they're saying that that's another thing that kind of fed into it as well. And the more I looked into it, I'm like, I agree with Mike Brown in every single instance, and I'm like, nah, this is just in my opinion, the players not want to be accountable. Like De'Aaron Fox, you don't foul a jump shooter in that situation. Even with DeRozan, I think DeRozan should come off the bench. And the team is not playing well. The coach is looking to try new things to get the team on the right track. It's like you're a vet. You should be the one trying to do whatever it takes to get the team to get back on track. It's like I just don't see where Mike Brown went wrong. He won Coach of the Year last year. You fire him not even halfway through the year this year. It's like that's some stink over there, man. Something ain't right.
Yeah. So just to touch on what Sly's saying, De'Aaron Fox is supposed to sign a contract. He has to sign his extension. Mike Brown was holding more than just him accountable, but because he's the main star and he made a boo-boo on national TV, he had to call him out because talking to him behind the scenes wasn't working. For DeRozan, I understand he had his Carmelo moment. You remember that when he was in OKC?
How do you feel about starting at the 4, or the concept of starting at the 4, or even coming off the bench? And the second question is,
Who, me?
Oh. I guess that answers that part.
I mean, I don't know where that started, where that came from. Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, how do you? I guess the bench question's out. No.
Hey, yo, what? Hey, P, they want me to come off the bench. They ain't talking to me. Yeah, they talking to you, Rosen. There's nothing wrong with you coming off the bench. You actually get to lead another unit. You actually get a chance to become sixth man of the year, which is another accolade to the many accolades you already have. I don't understand this. Jamal Crawford never got an all-star appearance ever. And I'll tell you this, if he was on the first unit, he would have got 6 minimum because he was cooking people. But back to business. Mike Brown got done dirty because that organization, the Sacramento Queens, they don't know how to get out of their own way. They're almost like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA, except they don't have any championships. Like nothing to fall back on. But we're trying to do better. They're talking about possibly getting a new coach. I don't know what new coach is going to go there. I would recommend Mark Jackson, but I don't want him to have that because I don't want him to go through that garbage. Because at the end of the day, just as much as players are important, so is coaching. And there's no way you're going to tell me the coach of the year, who they were very reluctant to give an extension to, just so y'all know, look it up. They didn't want to give him that extension they gave him. They were forced to by the media. They did it, and then the media turned on Mike Brown, like they do on everybody else. They felt the pressure. They want Fox to re-sign. Fox, yet again, Fox did not say he wanted him fired. He just didn't stick up for him.
Obviously, we all know the job that we have. You can be traded at any point, released, cut, fired, whatever it may be. I mean, I wouldn't use the word guilt, but that's the nature of the job that we have. But I mean, obviously him signing his extension this summer, we felt like, you know, we'd be together, you know, a whole lot longer, but that's the decision that they made. But at the end of the day, too, you know, he's still getting paid. You know, it's a great part of being an NBA player, being an NBA coach is those things can happen, but these contracts are guaranteed, so.
Okay? And the way that they did Mike was greasy.
And what really pissed me off about it was the fact that they lost last night, 5th game in a row, I believe. Tough loss, fouling a jump shooter. They had practice this morning. He does his post-game media, and he's in his car going to the airport to fly to LA, and they call him on the phone. No class, no balls.
They let the man come, coach a practice. He's in the facility. Okay? They got to fly out. They could have talked to him. It's not like he finished the practice and then dipped. They usually sit in the office for a little bit. They chop it up with this person, that person, whatever. They do a little media scrum, and then they take off. They waited until all of that, the match, on the way to the airport to tell the man his services are no longer needed. And
Crazy.
De'Aaron Fox had the nerve to say, well, he's still getting paid. We know the name of this business. Fox, buddy, I tell you this, man. I'm not you. You're not me. You're in a better position than me, baby boy. But your character, shaky. I understand you don't want to be held accountable. A lot of people don't want it nowadays. They want to have their cake too. But you're in a profession where it's more than just you that's going to be held accountable. All that losing, guess what happens? They look at Sabonis. Sabonis is balling. He's undersized. They ain't got a center. Every day he's going against people a little bit bigger than him, getting beat up all day. Black eyes, people stepping on his chest. He out here working hard. What are you doing, Fox? Rosen, you're one of my guys. I got love for you, man. Pause. You know what I mean? Coming off the bench is not a bad thing. Let the coach coach. That's what he gets paid to do. Put you in positions for you to optimize your talent. He's not there to put you in positions that aren't going to make you look good. Because if you don't look good, guess what happens? He don't look good. So all y'all need to take your head out of your woo-ha and realize that you just cost the man his job over foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Pure foolishness. But I'm done on that, though. You guys have anything else you want to add to this before we get on to the next one?
I'm good, man. I mean, it seems like it's some internal ownership, just doing whatever, and he think he making the change just because. This is why the Kings will never be great. But let them figure it out. Have fun.